Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a very, very interesting and rewarding disc of unusual Malcolm Arnold. Well, for most people, all of Malcolm Arnold is unusual, isn't he? Because his music isn't all that well known, but it deserves to be because he was a fabulous composer. And this disc of smaller, shorter, or unusual works in media for which he was not particularly well known actually backs up the fact that great composers can do great things in whatever they do. I mean, because they're just great, right? We begin with the organ concerto for organ and orchestra, which is scored for string orchestra, timpani, and 3 trumpets, 2 of them high, screechy Baroque trumpets. Oh my goodness, it's just marvelous. It's a short piece. Let me see. It's like 5 plus 5 plus 3, 10, 13, 14, 15 minutes long, which is about as much organ as most people can tolerate. So I think that's really probably a pretty good thing. And it's real Malcolm Arnold. It's full of fun and interesting sounds and tunes that you think you might have heard before, but you haven't really. And it's played to the nines here. It's absolutely played marvelously. Are they going to tell us who played? Well, you know, of course I have to get the book out. I wish they would make these things easy for us. Huh? Please? Let's see. What do we got here? Who's the organist? Oh, James Orford. Thank you. The marvelous James Orford plays a really well-recorded organ. It's a beautiful sounding organ. In fact, let me tell you what it is, because they give you the whole specification. It's the 1963, my lights are flickering, J.W. Walker organ at St. John the Evangelist Roman Catholic Church in London. So yes, it's a really good sounding instrument. For this piece particularly, you hear all of the organ and strings and timpani and instruments, and it's not overly reverberant, but it's powerful. And those pedal tones, oh my goodness, they'll set your tummy a-rumbling. Oh, it's just marvelous. Then we've got a bunch of choral works. I mean, Arnold was not known for his choral music at all, but he knew how to write it. It sounds really good. The Song of Praise, 2 ceremonial psalms. Then we've got Psalm 150, Laudate Dominum, which, you know, that was in Stravinsky's Symphony of Psalms, isn't it? Laudate Dominum, boom, boom. Well, his doesn't quite do that. But it's really a good work. I mean, it's almost 8 minutes long. It's a good hunk of choral writing, and it comes across splendidly. It really does. The text setting is sensitive. It's lovely. Then there's this thing here called the John Clare Cantata. John Clare was a poet who lived at the end of the 18th century and maybe beginning of the 19th, somewhere around there. And let's see, 1793 to 1864, well into the 19th century. There you go. And he has a really, he writes like, you know, they called him pastoral peasant poetry, PPP. And this is a cantata about the 4 seasons. It's winter snow hymn, a march, spring, summer, autumn, and epilogue. And it's for chorus and 2 pianos, or piano 4 hands, or something like that. Very, very interesting piano writing, and harmonically quite captivating in spots. It's really a nifty piece. Then we've got a couple more part songs that, you know, he wrote when he was like 3 or something like that. One called Spleen, you know that. It's Baudelaire, one of those people, isn't it? And something called Vitae summa brevis spem nos vetat incohare longam. It's only 1 minute and 55 seconds long. The title is actually longer than the actual piece, but they're fun. Oh, it's Verlaine, pardon me. Spleen is Verlaine. Excuse me. I mean, you know, we heard one spleen. You've heard them all. And then this other thing, Ernest Dowson, the brief sum of life forbids us the hope of enduring long. Horace. Well, that's what that means. Okay, and then we got some Christmas stuff. This Christmas Night, which is charming, and his Concerto for 2 violins and strings. Oh, that's a wonderful piece. It was commissioned by Yehudi Menuhin, and it's, you know, sort of quasi-based on the Bach Concerto for 2 violins. It's beautiful. The slow movement, the central slow movement, is really haunting. And the outer movements, well, the first is rather more spiky than you sometimes expect with Arnold. It's a late work. It was composed in... They don't tell us. No, they tell us in the big notes here, but, you know, I'm not going to bother with that. The violinists are Jack Liebeck and Alexander Sitkovetsky. Well, that's a popular name that we know in the universe of piano and violin playing. And yeah, I mean, this is just a really cool program. Then you've got the Pilgrim Caravan Christmas Hymn, which is delicious, and the Padstow Lifeboat, the orchestral arrangement of the Padstow Lifeboat, which is a march, and a really quirky Malcolm Arnold-esque type march. Not exactly the Bridge on the River Kwai type march, but a march. Anyway, it's tremendous. It's a wonderful, wonderful disc. It's on Orchid Classics. It features the London Choral Sinfonia under Michael Waldron, who does an absolutely terrific job conducting all this stuff. He contributes excellent liner notes. It's just a beautiful production of rare repertoire by a composer who deserves to be much better known and who could make a lot of friends with this. Choral directors, listen to some of this stuff. You may find it well worth your time and attention. So there you have it. Grab it. Try it. You'll like it, I think. Anyway, keep on listening and take care.